Chapter 4 Phonics, one of the ABCs of reading.
Phonics is based on the idea of predictable relationships between the sounds in spoken words and their corresponding letters.
Although phonics has not really been an area of emphasis, researchers suggest that the teaching of phonics skills is an effective approach to teaching the fundamental skills necessary for literacy development.
In this chapter, we will discuss the challenges and benefits associated with incorporating phonics in our everyday classroom.
A is for apple, apple. B is for ball, ball. C is for cat, cat. D is for dog, dog.
What comes first, the letters or the words? There has been a lot of controversy of the role that phonics plays in reading. But the question is, what is phonics? Phonics is based on the idea of a predictable relationship between the sounds in spoken words and the corresponding letters in reading words, which basically means the sounds of letters. The purpose of providing phonics instruction is to teach students how to apply this knowledge in the reading. To know and learn how to read phonics is a basic component that students must be introduced first.
As we learned in Chapter 3, phonemic awareness is the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate individual letter sounds within words. Phonemic awareness is considered one of the prerequisites to learning phonics, as students need to be able to identify individual sounds within words before they can link the letters. Students who read a language with an alphabet similar to English tend to transfer alphabetic knowledge more readily. One way to support the transfer of phonics between English and Spanish is to use a bilingual English-Spanish alphabet chart. On a bilingual alphabet chart, the phonemes and letters that are the same in English as the CLB student's native language are written on one side of the chart and can be illustrated on the opposite side of the chart. In addition to Spanish, many other languages use the Roman alphabet, including French, German, Haitian, Creole, Italian, Latin, Polish, and Portuguese. Within the languages, similar to phonetic connections can be made to promote the transfer of phonemic awareness to phonics. For languages that are not based on the Roman alphabet, examples Arabic, Chinese, Hebrew, Korean, and Japanese, the bilingual alphabet chart can be used to make links between the written representation of a letter sound in the CLB student's native language and the English letter that represents the same sound. One of the primary ways you can support CLB students in acquiring the various phonics skills they need to read in English is to identify the linguistic knowledge in the native language that can be transferred to English.
Contextualizing phonics instruction. It is important for teachers to keep in mind that students should use what they already know about the sounds of letters and spelling patterns to decode words and spell words. However, in order for a teacher to teach and apply phonics in a classroom, she or he must use different approaches. Phonics instruction fits into 4 different sequences of skills within the word recognition view. One rule to keep in mind when teaching phonics is that when 2 balls go walking, the first one does the talking. However, it only works less than half of the time. The other one is the socio-psycholinguistic view, which states that readers acquire knowledge of graphophonics as they read. Graphophonics is the subconscious knowledge of phonology, orthography, and the relationship between both of them. 2 of the graphophonic cueing systems are the semantic and syntactic cueing system. The semantic cueing system involves the reader's background knowledge and context clues, and the syntactic cueing system reflects the grammar of the language or the patterns or rules of sentences. For example, in Spanish, the noun precedes the adjective.
Writing your own script, creating an integrated approach to phonics instruction. Most phonics skills are taught as a separate component within the reading block and not used as reinforcement to what has been taught in each specific lesson. While this strategy might work for regular English-speaking students, this method comes with its obstacles when used with linguistically diverse students. Some of the concerns are that the phonics programs are so structured that they do not account for individual student needs and language differences, or that commercial phonics programs can have a negative impact on the student's comprehension and spelling. In addition to those obstacles, many of these programs are equipped with decodable books that do not have very natural sentence patterns. It is argued that the cultural and linguistically diverse students need an integrated approach to phonics that builds on their existing backgrounds and experiences. According to Dahl and colleagues, there are 6 guiding principles that can help with phonics instruction.
We have been talking about phonics. There are certain strategies that teachers can use to incorporate phonics that are both simple and great to demonstrate and review the specific phonics skills. The phonics component is different at the lower elementary level from the upper elementary level. An interesting way to be able to review specific phonics skills at the upper elementary level is by incorporating a mini lesson in which the students can gain new knowledge from.
Papa l'americano.